Assalamu alaikum dosto. I'm Parvez Sandhila with a social media talk show. Today I'm in Den Haag with Mr. Ton. Mr. Ton is also certified trainer in the field of the leadership and the change management, mediation and diplomacy from the globally recognized institute. Today we will talk to him because of he got honor. He got Tara Imtiaz from President of Pakistan. This is also honor for Pakistan, and we will talk to him and ask how he feels today. Hi, Mr. Ton.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm very happy to talk to you.
Thank you.
It's a dream that the guy who is changing the world with his diplomacy, and talk to him is always honor for me. Thank you very much. Tell me first, you are the today outstanding diplomacy training service, and the government of Pakistan honored you with a presidential award. How did you feel receiving this award in Pakistan Embassy, The Hague?
Yeah, to me it feels very special and honored, to be honest. I mean, after working now for 20 years in the bilateral diplomatic relations, and then to be invited to receive this award is, of course, outstanding. And I was so positively surprised, actually, that they nominated me and that I received this prestigious award. So I'm very happy today.
Very happy today, and especially the time when the Pakistan is very highlighted. In the diplomacy, Pakistan right now is very highlighted. The whole world is just watching Islamabad and Pakistan. So in that time, get this award, must be very happy. Tell me something about your institute, please. My listener want to know what you are doing. I know actually, but I want to know, my listener want to know what you are doing. What is your, especially with the next question, Pakistan, but what is your institute?
Well, it's officially called the Netherlands Institute of International Relations.
Right.
With the subname Clingendael, but everybody knows us about Clingendael. And within Clingendael, we have three functions: public information, research, and the Clingendael Academy. And I in particular built on the development of the Clingendael Academy. And to give you a picture, I envisaged already at the start of the academy to focus in particular on skills and competence development. And that means basically when you talk about diplomatic skills, how can someone be trained and experienced in negotiating, in mediation, advocacy, communication. Because I feel that is, can make the difference. Nowadays, especially our young diplomats are already so knowledgeable. But what is needed, how you interact with people, how you, for example, design a negotiating process, how are you performing under pressure, under stress? And I always like it when you see that in combination with, of course, insight in all those policy issues you have nowadays. I mean, we talk about climate, energy, what can you think of? But you can only reach what you would like to do if you do that through competences and skills. So by specializing on that after all those years, that really is seen now as very special in the world. But that is also knowledge we transfer to countries, for example, like Pakistan. I had the pleasure to make a kind of need assessment when I started with the cooperation with Pakistan. So then I spoke to all people in the ministry and at the Foreign Service Academy. And then you can see that what the Pakistani diplomats bring to the Netherlands, they already have done in Islamabad. And of course, we're not going to duplicate what they already know.
Already did it.
So then I started thinking, what is now the added value to do so? And that is what we ended up with, indeed, in skills, in competence or personal skills, in how do you write a policy advice or things like that. And I think that is one of the reasons why our cooperation with Pakistan is such a success. Because we have adjusted our interactions according to what we can offer. So that makes it a complete win-win cooperation.
Win-win cooperation, right. How long that you are working with Pakistan Foreign Office?
Now, I started in 2003, so
2003,
23 years.
23 years.
Yeah.
23 years.
Yeah.
In 23 years, how many diplomate came in your institute?
From Pakistan?
Yes.
At around 300.
Around 300?
Yeah.
So it's mean the Pakistan...
Yeah, and I must say, also when I did some training in Islamabad, is also then part of that 300.
Also, you went also Pakistan. That will be, there I will come also for the Pakistan.
Yeah.
But it's mean that 300 people that right now in the whole world, all Pakistani diplomate, it must be 400, 450, something like, so half of that, it's from your institute.
I guess even slightly more.
Even slightly more?
Yeah.
More than 50%.
Because after all those years, and 20 are coming to this junior program, but we have about, I think, total 2 or 3 activities per year, so that adds up. And in Islamabad, we often train groups of 25.
That's a
so
huge
easily
number.
you get more.
Easily you get more, right. How Pakistani nation, you are working with the different nations as well, diplomate, how easy their work, how they are understandable, how you proud them.
Yeah, that's interesting for me that, of course, I have been visiting many, many countries, and especially in diplomacy, you could say that almost each ministry or each country has its own diplomatic culture, the way they organize things. It already starts with, like we have here a Secretary General, you have a Foreign Secretary, the naming and the titling is different, but in the sense that that even if you could say the systems and the organization is different, what is basically shared is that as a diplomat you would like to professionalize yourself. You would like to become a better diplomat. And I think that is illustrative for Pakistani diplomats, that what my experience is already for more than 20 years, that they are extremely well trained. They have already some work experience before they start. They sometimes have done 2 masters. What I found very special about the Pakistan diplomatic service, it could also be a doctor or an engineer, and that's hardly what we see here in Europe. That's also typical for the diplomatic culture. So, in conclusion, the eagerness to improve yourself on your personal effectiveness, on your there is so much need for being let's say, in a negotiating or in presenting the interests of your country, just to do better for the national interest of Pakistan. And that is a common denominator I have seen in all groups.
All groups. Yeah. No, I agree with you, but if you, if may I take one name on the front of you, the Deputy Prime Minister of Pakistan, and he is a Foreign Minister as well, Mr. Ishaq Dar. He is well known always for the ministry for, I mean, he was doing his life another job, you know, and now he is just came this side, and he is in a wonderful, everyone, every national TV talking about him.
Right.
So our doctor can be also anytime diplomat as well.
Exactly. And it shows it works, because in Pakistan, but also in other regional Asian countries, it's common.
Yes.
It's really common. And I like the idea because it gives you diversity in your ministry. And you never know, you know, when it fits in, pending a certain situation, that you can make use of that diversity in experience and knowledge, because a doctor comes from a different background than a lawyer or a historian. But as I said, I noted this already from the start of our cooperation.
They can, Pakistani can surprise you anytime for every way. So that's
exactly.
Tell me something about right now, the situation in the world. You see the, if I can talk about the Iran and America, and then the Pakistan, in the country, the more than 200 country, though 2 countries they are fighting, they have a war, but 1 country who is come inside and they want to stop a war and bring them a table of the talk. What about this role? How you see this role of Pakistan?
Well, first of all, I think it's a typical role for diplomats, to be the brokers and the mediators in conflict or crisis. There it already starts. But being a diplomat is not enough in the sense that to do such high level, almost geopolitical mediation, it really requires experience, knowledge, competences, skills, organizational thinking. And it requires something very importantly. Parties are only willing to fly to Islam if they trust you as a mediator.
True.
Simply as that. If they, and even if one of the parties, maybe for reasons which has nothing to do with you as a person or as a country, then still you need both.
Yeah, of course.
They need both to come voluntarily to the place you would like them to be. So to be honest, this is a magnificent success for Pakistan and Pakistan diplomacy, that they are willing to do the talks in Islamabad. But it gives also a lot of responsibilities.
Yes.
Yeah? Let's not underestimate that. To start a process is one thing, but to be enduring as a mediator is not easy.
It's not easy. Of course, it's not easy.
No.
In the world, there are Qatar as well, London as well, New York as well, China as well, Russia as well. But Islamabad is doing a best job. And the president of the America, a powerful president right now, everything he can talk. Each time he talk about Iran and America or the rest of the world, he's talking about Field Marshal of Pakistan and he's talking about Prime Minister of Pakistan. They are great. What about that? How you feel this one, the country you are working and they are talking about this one?
Yeah, this is more than also a discussion about personalities and relationship, you could say. And in this sense, it fits, all pieces fit in now in this moment, that there is also from the American side that they see you as the best place to have the mediation, but also at that high political level that they feel it's in the good hands of the leadership of Pakistan. They could easily not doing it or to go to other places or to do it unilaterally. So they see the benefit of letting Pakistan do this work.
True. In the region of, in the Asia, there are always a country, India, which is very close to America as well. But now it's look like the things are changed and place of the India is Pakistan. But still India have a big role with America. But how you see this change in Asia as well, that side?
Yeah, I mean, the perspective is how you look at it. I mean, if this is all about regional policies and regional power thinking, that's number one. But on the other hand, we also have a collective responsibility in the sense that, look now what's happening between in the Iran war. It affects us all in the world.
Whole world.
Exactly. So to be honest, then you can say, even if bilateral relationship also related to India, maybe Bangladesh or Pakistan, Sri Lanka, with America, but in the end there is also something you would like to see collectively. That not only goes for Pakistan and India. Look to the economic consequences in your society. You could say, I go for unilaterally my gain, but if that means that in other countries economies fall flat, you get maybe demonstrations and violence, and that can spill over to your country. I mean, what is then the use of having that maximizing of your individual interest?
True.
So I also always truly hope that there will be a balancing element, that in the end, nowadays everything is so connected, and you see it with the Strait of Hormuz, how everything is connected up until that maybe it can create a food crisis in Africa. And then you talk about the lives of people. So in that sense, then I think especially mediators, but also diplomats have a responsibility not to go for, how to say that, a kind of win-lose situation, but that you invest in consensus building.
Also.
And the trick is, if you do that well, consensus building means basically we have to suffer all a little bit, but still acceptable to make a deal.
Make a deal, yeah? True.
And you hope that that kind of thinking will prevail. Now, let's see. I really hope that so far it looks quite good that we could see the prolonged role of Pakistan in this mediation process, and that it has a spillover effect also for regional stability.
Regional stability, no trouble. In the last, what was my question was also in the last, how you see this? Right now, the Trump is already arriving in China. and China is a very important country in the world, not in the region as well.
Yeah.
After that, but you see that Iran and America is going to be on a table, they're going to be in Islamabad as well, or you see something else?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on one hand, I mean, you cannot expect that these kind of processes, you do it in 1 week.
No. It's 40-year problem, 50-year problem
exactly.
with Iran.
And you know also in your own region that can take decades. For sure. And we've seen all the examples in the whole world. So, but there is so much need for that we have stability back, that there could be more pressure on all parties. The problem is that if you negotiate in the sense, I want 100% this, for example, with the nuclear facilities in Iran, and the other party is saying 100%, I don't want that, then there is no overlap at all. So it's quite useless if you stick in this yes, no on one issue. So what I assume is happening also with the Pakistan mediators is trying to make the agenda bigger, that you can say we get to a situation that we can find some overlap for a compromise. But that is not happening at the moment. But could happen because of economic deterioration, or that in domestic societies people protest, or that there will be pressures in the whole geopolitical sphere. You talked about China, America, Europe, Brazil, other major players. You never know how that will evolve. But what I'm saying is that as a mediator, you try to have the parties convincing that at least they can have, even if it's the minimalist overlap, and that you can say that there are more issues on the table, and that you then can say, okay, you get that, I get that back. And what you can try to exchange is what is lesser important to you, but important to the other, that you can make some swaps, and that you can do that, let's say, not 1 or 2 times, which is impossible, but you can do that in an agenda of 30 or 40 points. And that often gives also the more stronger deal. But we're not there at the moment.
Not yet, but sometime look like I went Pakistan last time, and the call was that the Trump is coming as well, maybe, but GD is coming, Iran is coming, but we was there, and then we see slowly nobody is coming. So hopefully it was like that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah, because the time is not ripe to have that minimalist overlap as a starting point. But mediation can only be successful if you have convinced the parties that they are willing to swap concessions. If nobody wants to swap concessions, then there is no result.
There are no result. But hopefully there are result in the last, as a Dutch, how you see the Pakistan and Netherlands relation between the both countries.
Now, I think we have a lot to offer to each other. Of course, nowadays, diplomacy and international relations, or bilateral relations, are very much dominated by economic cooperation. So you have a big population over there in Pakistan. We can learn a lot from Pakistan, from a technology point of view, and on the whole discussion of IT and technology development. And I think on both sides we have parties who are willing to cooperate with each other. So that means that parties will see benefit in cooperating with what you don't know, but the other party knows. And the same goes with the Netherlands on agriculture technology. But I think also that there is also a growth. Look to the sports diplomacy.
Sport diplomacy, one of the biggest ones.
Especially on the hockey, but also on the cricket. The Netherlands nowadays in hockey was already quite good, but on cricket is rising. So there you have cooperation. But I feel also that diplomatically speaking, politically speaking, we are getting on one pace in many things. And I think that Pakistan, for example, now is in the mediation process, is something very much also in line how the Netherlands would like to see that we create stability, because also the Netherlands, we are a small country, we need stability, we need rule of law in the world.
True.
We rely for such a big percentage of our economic growth on international economics and cooperation. And there we can find each other. There we can help each other.
And that we are doing as well. Last question. As you said, you was in Islamabad many times. What about the Pakistani food? How you like the food from Pakistan?
Goodness, yeah. Yeah, I must say that...
Culture as well, food as well, the people as well.
Yeah, well, it still stuck with me that almost each evening you have such a high hospitality in Islamabad that then almost each evening I saw a different restaurant to start with. And what I also noted is that they are so, I think food is part of, no, I don't think it is part of your culture.
Yes.
So they also like it to show me different restaurants, different pieces of food, but also I get a whole story behind it.
The food as well, the restaurant.
The whole history, sometimes even how localized it is or whatever. So to be honest, it's like in the Netherlands, we often have a dinner for 1 hour. Not possible in Islamabad.
In 1 hour, no.
So it's also a big social thing. And I like that. I like it a lot. It's really appreciated. Yeah, I see it also as a sign of hospitality and also good relationship. I should say. Yeah. So that always gives me. I'm always looking back on that with a lot of pleasure.
A lot of pleasure. I was watching a YouTuber. He said, many countries I went, but the Pakistan is a single country. The people don't want money. If I buy something, they don't want money. If a food, they don't want money. So I was surprised how they are surviving if they don't want money. I'm a customer from them. I buy something, they don't want money.
Yeah.
Even as you said, the hockey, I'm doing something for hockey as well.
Yeah.
I'm also part of the PHF, Pakistan Hockey Federation. So last time we bring a couple of teams from Holland, Germany and Belgium. The boys was surprised how breakfast, then lunch, high tea, dinner, what time we play, we're just eating. So this is our culture, how they are serving.
But the fun part about this is that, okay, you can go for business or for politics to your country, and then you have that agenda.
Yes.
But this, what you now are saying, this kind of food culture, that is what you remember all the time.
Yes. Yeah? You forget everything, but this part you remember.
No, I wouldn't say you forget everything, but it's something that makes such an encounter with your country so special.
True. Yeah? And they bring you more close as well.
100%.
More close as well. Mr. Ton, thank you very much for your time.
You're most
welcome. And I feel proud to talk to you. And I also thank you very much that you are doing great job for Pakistan as well. Thank you very much.
Really, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.